This class is called The Hands Are Allowed to Droop. My name is Sarah, and welcome to my channel. So we'll get started lying down on the floor. And take a few moments here, arrive in your space, arrive on top of the earth beneath you. And we'll begin doing a gentle scan, starting from the top of your head. And begin to trace the back of your head and feel the weight of your skull. Trace the back of your neck and begin to draw your attention down your shoulder blades, along the backs of your ribs, and feel the weight of your rib cage on the floor. And begin to trace your attention further down your spine to your lumbar spine, into your sacrum, that flat bony part right beneath your lower back, to the tip of your tailbone. And take a moment here to marvel at the weight of your pelvis. And then continue down your body along both of your legs, feeling the weight of your legs, the weight of your shins, your heels, your feet. And then we'll begin to bring our attention back up. We're jumping kind of far up. We're jumping up to the shoulders now. And then begin to trace down the right arm first. Noticing the right arm and the weight of the right arm into the floor. The weight of your wrist rather, and your hand. And then begin to bring your attention to your left arm and trace your attention down your left arm, the back of your elbow, your forearm, your wrist, and then finally your hand. And since we'll be paying attention to our hands in this class, we'll take note here of both arms. Which arm feels heavier than the other? Which arm feels more available to you? Is it your right or is it your left? If you were to go and wave to somebody, which arm would you use? Or if someone were to help you off the ground, which arm would you lend to the person helping you off the floor? Good. And then imagine a ball in your right hand and begin to circle this ball that's a little bit smaller than your palm in your hand. And you're just tracing the back of your hand into the floor. Trace the back of the hand into the floor, rotating this imaginary ball in the palm of your hand. Good, and then switch your direction. Go ahead and let that go. Noticing any changes up through the forearm, your elbow, through your shoulder. And then with that same arm, pretend like the ball is in your hand and you are going to lift the back of your hand off the floor. You're going to lift your forearm off the floor. So you're bringing the ball all the way up through your shoulder or through your elbow, through your shoulder, all the way up so that you can carry this ball on top or on the front of your right shoulder. And your hand, allow your hand to droop here. Good. And then nice and gently start to roll the ball down your bicep, down your elbow, and then down through your forearm, and your wrist, then your hand. Good. Take a moment here, settle, rest. Where is the right wrist in relation to the floor beneath you? Where is the left wrist in relation to the floor beneath you? Are they different? Maybe the right wrist feels a little bit more available, a little bit more clear to your body. Beautiful. And then we'll begin to trace the back of the left hand onto the floor, pretending like you have that ball in your palm and you're just gently rotating the back of your hand, using the floor as a way to tell your brain that the back of your hand is in your image. Gently roll. Good, and then switch your direction. The movement doesn't have to be fast, it can be slow and methodical. Good, and let that go. What happened to the left wrist now? Good, and then gently curl your hand off the floor. Curl your forearm off the floor. Your hand is relaxed. And curl your humerus off the floor all the way up so that your hand droops and hangs. Good, and then gently lower that down, nice and steady. All the way down so that the ball comes all the way back to your hand. And then take a moment, rest there, noticing any changes in your hand, your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder in the left side. Beautiful. And go ahead and guide both arms up and allow your hands to droop here. Noticing what's happening into your wrist, your elbows, your shoulders. Good. And now, almost like a plant that's been watered, allow your fingers to grow all the way up so that they become erect, straight up toward the ceiling. And then noticing your wrists here, your elbows, your shoulders. And then allow them to slowly drip down, back down. What do you notice here? And then slowly curl your hands back up. Nice, good. And then allow your hands to droop as if your fingers were melting off your hand. Maybe that's a frightening image, but I like that feeling of just like, relax. And then curl back up. Good. And then relax your arms back to the floor. Hmm. How do the weights, how does the weight of your arms feel now versus that first scan that we did? Good. Go ahead and bring both knees up, curl to one side, and then you'll come up to a tabletop position. And let's play around with some cow cats here. Relax your belly to the floor, lift your chest into your cow, and then exhale, tuck your tail underneath your body and round through your back. Good. Inhale, allow your ribs to melt toward the floor as you lift your chest. And then exhale, tuck your tail underneath you to round through your body. Nice work. Go ahead and relax that. And step your right foot forward and then your left to stand tall. Okay. Go ahead and bring your arms out to the sides into a T and allow your hands to droop. Okay, so allow your hands to droop like you're a scarecrow. And then guide your hands together in front of you, still drooped. Allowing the fingertips again to melt off the hands, to pour off the hands. And then you're going to engage as if you bring the image in your mind like a plant that just was watered. Begin to guide your fingertips up so they grow, and then press your palms up, 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 up. And then open your arms back out to a T, and then droop your hands. We'll do that 2 more times. So guide your hands forward. The hands are allowed to droop and relax. Erect your hands like a plant that's just been watered and lift. Good. And then open your arms out to that T. Allow your fingertips to droop down. Good. Again, guide your hands forward. Erect your hands up. And lift, 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 lift. And then open your arms out into that T and droop down. Good. Breath in here. Good. On your breath out, bend your knees, bring your hands forward into that droop position like we were doing in standing. Good. Breath in. And then breath out, we're going to open arm twist, but you're going to peel your left arm back. So peel your left arm back with that hand drooped all the way back. Good. And then peel it forward, nice and steady. And then peel the right arm back. Good. And then nice and steady, come back. Good. Breath in here. Good. On your breath out, bring your palms up, fingers face up. Reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, bend your elbows. Open up through your chest. Good. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, open your arms, lead with your chest, fold in half. Good. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, guide your chest forward as you find length through your spine. Exhale, place your hands down into your high plank. Pause in plank. And then again, maybe we are soft in the hands in plank, but in a different way. What would it feel like to maybe allow your hands to sink into the floor without losing the integrity of the pose? Like you were sinking into, I suppose, mud or some soft sand. Take a breath in. Good. On your breath out, drop your knees down, sit back into your child's pose. Good. Inhale, come forward into your tabletop. And then we're going to find bird dog. So extend your right arm forward, left leg back. And you guessed it, droop your hand. And then again, keep the hand relaxed. Elbow and knee come together with your exhale. And then inhale, reach forward. Good. Exhale, elbow and knee come together. Can you allow that hand to relax? Good. Inhale, forward and back. And one more time, exhale, knee and elbow come together. Good. Inhale, forward and back. And exhale, knee and hand come back down. Other side. Left arm back, right leg back, left arm forward. Droop your hand. Take a breath in. Good. Breath out, elbow and knee come together, just nice and steady around. Good. Inhale, forward and back. Good. Exhale, relax that wrist, the hand. It doesn't need to do any work here. Good. Inhale, forward and back. And one more time, exhale, relax the hand, elbow and knee come together. And then inhale, forward and back. Good. Hand and knee come back down to the floor. Good. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back to your version of a down dog. Good. Breath in. And on your breath out, look forward and softly step forward to fold. Inhale, extend through your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up over your head. And then exhale, cactus your arms out, glide your shoulder blades along your ribs. Good. Inhale, lift your arms. And then exhale, bring your arms out into a T, droop your hands. Good. And then we'll do something a little weird, but feel like it'll feel really good. So we'll be here in our drooped hand position. And I want you to pretend like you have little strings attached to your wrist as if you were a marionette. And your brain is the puppeteer and your body is the marionette. So you decide where you would like to go. And I'm going to have you do a little free play here. And you're just kind of like, oh, what would it feel like if I drooped one up, one down? What would it feel like if I drooped one up, one down? What would it feel like if I lifted both up, lifted both to the side? And you're just kind of playing around here, letting your whole body move with your wrists. Noticing how the wrist is connected to the elbow, connected to the shoulder is connected to the ribs are connected to the hips. So just noticing how movement of the wrist can manipulate so many different parts of our bodies. Right? It's like I kind of want to naturally begin to walk with my arms. Maybe you're feeling that same way, right? I'm like, oh, I want to take a step. Just stay in one place. Maybe you close your eyes if it's comfortable for you. Just close the eyes and noticing the connection all the way down through the bottoms of your feet. Allow the rest of your body to be soft. No need to force anything here. No need to do it right. There is no right here, obviously. Just allow the wrist to be limp and the rest of the body follows. Good. And 3 and 2. and 1. Go ahead and relax. And stand tall. You can close your eyes if it's comfortable for you, or you can stand and look to the floor or the wall. What do you notice through your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders? Can you allow your wrists to be spacious, even as they hang here next to your sides? Beautiful. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, slight bend through your knees as you fall forward. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands down to the floor. Step back to your high plank. Good. Breath in. Good. And breath out. Can you allow yourself to stay in a strong shape without having to rely so much on your muscles, but rely on the stacking of your skeleton? Rely on the bones. And 3, and 2. Beautiful. And 1. Bring your knees down. Find your child's pose. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself down to laying on your back. And we'll finish off with a body scan. Feeling the back of your head, the weight of your skull, feeling the lightness of your cervical spine, feeling your shoulder blades root down into the floor, feeling the weight of the backs of your ribs into the floor, feeling your sacrum, your tailbone, and the weight of your pelvis, and both legs, and your knees. And then the backs of your calf, or the backs of your shins, your ankles, your feet. And then how do your arms feel against the weight of gravity? Where are your wrists now? Where are your hands now? And if I were to shake your hand, which arm would you feel most intuitive to give? And if I were to give you a hand to help you up from the floor, which hand would you want to give me? Did the answer change for you, especially with the one being helped up? Did the answer change for you after that movement? Good. And then inhale, lift your arms up all the way, point your toes down, give yourself a nice big stretch. And then bend your knees, roll to one side, And bring your knees in, extend your top leg to pull yourself up to a seat. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson of allowing your hands to relax. I feel like in a lot of classes we're always like very like sharp hands. So hopefully you gathered some new information for yourself and to take with you for the rest of your day. I'll see you next time. If you like this video, please give me a follow. Would love that. Peace.